All right. Hello, everyone. It's Saturday night. We're back. Excited to be back at the bench working on this high-grade Lfrith rubris, if you read the box, I guess. But yeah, we're back. Excited to be back. Giving away an RG Zeong tonight, so that'll be fun. And yeah, just fun as usual. So hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna jump into the chat in a moment to say hello and all that stuff before I get back to building. But a couple quick things. Number one, please hit that like button if you enjoy these streams. I believe it helps more people see them and all that good stuff. And that kind of support is much appreciated. The other thing I want to point out is we are running a sale this weekend at mechawarehouse.com. Ends midnight Eastern tomorrow on Sunday, but you can get 10% off one or more, or 15% off three or more MG Gundam Wing kits. So if you head over to mechawarehouse.com, there's a collection at the top that'll show you all the kits that are in that collection if you don't want to search for them or whatever. But that discount is automatically applied in the cart, so you should see that discount there. So anyway, gonna jump into the chat, say hello, and then we'll get back to back to the building. So what's up, Dylan Dull, Viper 6, my channel, Maverick Entity, It's a Gunpla, the Monster Trio, Kyle Dixon, AJK, 1447, what's up, Abnormal Actual, Austin Bertolini, Matt Atkinson, Studio WD, Doug Rossi, MW, G, Mark D, Wolfpack, Stealthy Bedlam, Mr. Trashcan Bob, Realtime 88, Silversmith Gaming, John Barrett, Jason S, Gojira, Fat Tom, 456, Rob Sadler, Kazuki Ino, Ezra Knight, and 3 Happy, Tim Mott, Ryan Harris, Peter Villal's, Bug-Eyed, Nick took advantage of 20% off Sosby, thanks, nice. Daily deals, I'm sure, are nice when you can take advantage of one. It's a Douglas Alexander. Thanks for the sub, Douglas Barker. TJV. Let's see, the Shadow Pilots, man, breaking down the final 55-gallon fish tank here in South Korea. Oh man, you're moving that. That must be fun to move. You're bringing the fish too. What's up, Chip Z? Rob Rosencrantz, Digital Baka, Blasphemy Builds, Jeff, Doug Rossi, Sigma Focus, Count Pelican, Ori, Lego Yoda, George, Daniel Morgan. How's everyone doing? Thought I got through that in record time. Dealing with COVID here, that's a bummer, Doug. Hope the symptoms are mild and don't last long for you. Okay, B1, 3, and 5, and then C10. A Stereo Radio VA, Baron Radium, Dank Star, Doug Sparker, lots of Dougs in here. Yeah, I think there's a good number of Dougs in the regulars crowd. 3 and 5. It's a Buster. Nope, not allowed. Lots of plants and fish I have to say goodbye to. That's a bummer. I was kind of curious about that when you mentioned the fish tank, because I'd imagine there might be certain fish that you could bring maybe, but maybe not others. Maybe they don't allow any of them just because. I had fish as a kid. I haven't had any pets like that in a long time. Just fish my HG Anksha, man, thing is sticker heavy. So far I'm the worst, been sleeping a lot. Well, it's a bummer. Hopefully it gets better soon. She saw me today, malicious, big boy, none. Is it because they're different fish, or is it just because you can't transport fish that way? Like, I imagine it must be a customs thing, like you can't bring fruit from one country to another oftentimes without going through certain rigorous things. Can't transport fish or plants. You like Lfrith? It's been a good build so far. It's been enjoyable. I like the design. and the build's been fun. Hey Nick, you're finishing the Lfrith today? I don't know if I'll finish it today. Started it last time. Only got like a page or so through. So the question is how much I can get done today. Might take at least one more stream probably. If it's my backlog working on the HMM Liger Zero, nice. The Liger's a serious build. Let's finish the aerial that I got from you guys. Awesome, nice. Depends on how many stocking questions they get from Jack. Got most of it done. If I had to say the longer part, the other stream would be the bits. Could be. I've given up trying to predict how long things will take on stream because distractions from the chat or an especially interesting draw for the giveaway can definitely suck up a lot of time. I finished my HG Messer. All I got left is the water slide's nice. What's up, J Punisher? Glass code my RG Arc 72 last night. Planted a panel line and a water slide this weekend. Nice. Question I ever think about having RG Zeong last shooting in stock. It totally depends on if they print it again. That was I think a P Bandai release in Japan, and it was one of those ones that I think everybody presumed they wouldn't reprint, but that's kind of the same case with the G Gundam vs Penelope sets, so it could happen, but it depends on whether or not Bandai decides to reprint it. Like most things, if it's out of print, it's not a decision that we can make, it's a decision they have to make. Work on my MG chart Mecha Warehouse, sending the gun primer scribing tool and display markers so fast that motivate me to work on it more than usual today. Nice. How does the giveaway work? So what we do is periodically we will ask everybody in the stream to put a number in the chat in a certain range and answer some sort of question. And then we'll draw a number in that range. If that number comes up, somebody put it in, they win. If the number was not there exactly, then we save the prize and draw again a little bit later. So many third-party kits coming out. Something called Ruling. Looks like a Gundam Seed version. Heavy arms. HG window while watching. Then gonna start planning out the Macross Frontier Fighter graph meal. Nice. The MGEX coming soon. They're supposed to. We haven't received ours yet. I just can't tell you when they'll arrive for sure because that's not really in my control. What's everybody been up to today? I think the biggest thing's been trying to stay warm here. New England's been really cold today. Yesterday was really cold too. Got a bunch of stuff done around the house. Then my son had a birthday party to go to. Apparently the Midoriya, was it Midoriya? The entry grade kit from My Hero Academia, something like that. It was the gift he got for his friend, and apparently his friend really loved it. But while they were gone, I got some work done building a frame for a diorama base for my first diorama, so that was kind of cool. Seriously, you sent the giveaway earlier than my last weekend order so fast that they got here all in the same week as P-Bandai shipment. I knew you caught up, but damn, that's fast. Well, that's good to hear. We're back to normal for shipping, which is good. Holding off on ordering from other sites because your prices are best. Thank you, Jesse. Start building HG heavy arms. Maybe I should add to my Gundam Wing collection. Sure you should buy let's see. Nick, I'm building the RG Zeong to be fresh from the warehouse to Puerto Rico. Awesome. The MG Wing kits are all great kits too, so it's I've built almost all of them at this point. And they've ranged from pretty good to really good. Speaking of Lfrith, do you also think it's the same mobile suit as the Ariel? I think it's very closely related. I don't think it's the exact same one. But I'll probably have more opinions once I've built the Ariel. I feel like I don't really know a mobile suit well until I've built one. Spent the day setting up a streaming setup of my work table so I can be more than just a gray square on weekly Zooms. Nice. Is it Marlin? The live stream, no chance to lose the giveaway. Nice. What's up, Weeks K? I see the gun perma stuff past few streams. Do you like it? I've been using this Razor Origin for a while now, since we got the God Gundams in, basically, and I built that one, and it's been good. I really like it. It's basically become my go-to for nub removal, at least when it makes sense. Okay. Restock an Ariel soon? I don't think soon. I think we got more on order. We basically got all of our initial orders allotments all at once. We had them in stock for weeks, but they obviously didn't last more than that. Stepping out of the drawing tonight since I have an RG Zeong kit in the backlog with a 2 feet for my chair. Lfrith, yep, working the Lfrith tonight. Is joined and about to build too. I've got MG Estria type full weapon set. Nice cake and walnuts. Okay, so which one are we? C. So I need C1. And I also need B17. Let's get this big glass file from you guys. That's way better than those cheap Amazon files. I'd hope so, but it's good to hear. I've never used any of the cheap Amazon ones. It's actually the only glass file I've used. The time sync, what's up? Hey, doc appointment, see you later, Nick. See you, dude. You must be in a... what time zone you're in that you're going to a doctor appointment. Been working on the PG Unicorn while watching. It's an overall really fun build, and it's massive. It is. Any good pies lately? No. I need to, I guess, talk Kate into spending her time on pies. We're gonna PG Banshee, nice. Pie does sound good though. Hey, Nick, was wondering if you guys are going to be getting the Mirasol flight unit. We will be. I don't know at what date. I have no idea whether they've been shipping to other places or not at this point. But we've got basically everything on order. I just can't. I have no idea when things will show up. The things have been so hit or miss on timing right now. So my TikTok tagged you guys. There's the awesome builds. It was the MG Shenlong, Arc City Origin, and the God Gun. Nice. Good choices. You get a standard MG Jagan. I got lucky to snag the MG Stark Jagan from P Bandai way back, but I got till April till it arrives. Remember the pie streams from way back? Yeah, it's been a while. Kate hasn't been doing much baking these days. She's been really busy helping out with warehouse stuff. Does an MGEX Strike Freedom will start arriving hopefully soon. So you show us your Gunpla collection. Not on the live stream. That half my stuff's at the warehouse, and it just would take way too much time. I'm trying to think if I've done a video. A lot of my stuff, most of my builds are on my personal Instagram page at nick.savory. So if you're on Instagram, you can probably see pretty much everything I've built on there. What I'm working on currently, stuff like that. Feeling a little bit redeemed time-wise here. That right arm didn't take long. The next few steps are a lot of putting together pre-assembled sections, it looks like. Gunpla collection, 45% Magnac. Guys, we get a reprint schedule for this year. I don't know that they have a schedule for the whole year. If they do, they haven't shared one with me. They should do it quarterly at a time. Or like the first quarter MGX. Yeah, it should be soon, I think. I hear you all get caught up on orders. Makes me hopeful to get mine. Nice. What are you using for sanding? Looks to get nubs a little more in line and not terribly discolored. I've been using the Razor Origin from Gun Primer. I've been enjoying it. It works very well. On anything except for like concave surfaces. Inner curves are tough. Any particular 2023 releases that you're looking forward to? Not really. My backlog's so big, I haven't been following anything super closely. I think the thing that I'm actually most interested in is a 30-minute missions, like mobile suit carrier or something. I forget what it's called. That I think would be pretty cool, but that's about it right now, and that's probably not the most exciting for everybody else. Speaking of reprint schedule, I'm so sad that the Harpo line was on the general list and seems to have been passed over. There's a lot of stuff that, like, the timing on it is weird. I don't know, Bandai needs to get their act together on production schedules and everything else at this point. I won't really elaborate, but I'm not sure what their game plan is right now. Can't wait for the HG Era rebuild to ship out. Then I got lucky to snag. The other thing about reprint schedules is each geographic region, I think, gets its own reprint schedule. Sometimes things will be reprinted for one region and not another. Question what the bouncer you're using, how's it holding up? Recently got some already through 1 HG and it's really worn down. This is the same one I've used for all my builds that I've been using the Razor Origin for so far. So it's definitely not in pristine condition. I haven't actually checked to see how it compares to one of the fresh ones. Probably should swap it out at some point here. Sup, Glorious Deadman. The thing with mine is that the actual gray part is really torn away, like the whites I believe is showing through a lot. Then I don't know, you need to replace yours, I guess. Maybe you're using it, pressing it too hard or something. Maybe the not going far enough with the glass file first. If it's getting torn up that bad. What's up, Gunpla Customs? When you sand, you usually want to use the weight of the tool to shave down pieces, not apply too much pressure. Yeah, it depends on, like with the Razor Origin, there's definitely like a sweet spot where I feel like it works fast enough but doesn't cause problems. It's definitely not a hard, heavy pressure though. When done the RG new Gundam recently, how was it? And did the RG Sazabi, and I'm thinking about getting the new Gundam to go along with the Sazabi. I've heard only good things. I haven't built one myself. Maybe pressing hard. I'm kind of using like a normal sanding stick, so that's probably the issue. Maybe they're going to make a new version of Death Health. It's an HG, I think, that's been announced. I want to say it was P Bandai though. Decided to build the MG Gilg arms. Already wish the Dom had these old star hands, so much easier to build. Like that, but the gunpowder balancer is almost mostly the finishing tools. If you're using it to primary sanding, it's going to tear it to hell and gone. Yeah, very true. I just use the balancer as like a once over to kind of reduce that, I don't know, shininess, I guess, that comes from the polishing of the glass file. Kind of evens it out. There's a rose gun through P Bandai, look great with funnel rose bits. Yep, that one. I think that one sold out pretty fast, right? think we'll do our first draw for the giveaway tonight in a few minutes here. Chocolate paydays are fire, the best candy ever. B18. I think C2. We try the Siren Glass files from Display. I have not. Jazz, you have an idea when Diorama Blade Ferric stock might be getting to you guys? I don't. Things have been so hit or miss. They don't really give us a good idea of timing until they actually ship. Things have been kind of messed up, quite honestly. This is a great song. First open June 16th. Pre-orders for what? It's a Dakota? Haircut's a lot stronger than these. A really glossy surface. It could possibly scratch the surface of the plastic. Use it lightly. That's pretty good. Hazel. Oh, okay. How do those files work well for? I don't think, at least the gun primer one, I don't think that is really a like consumable. I don't think it runs out. I think it should, in theory, be good basically indefinitely as long as you take care of it and don't mistreat it. All right. Okay, on to the feet next. How do you clean your glass files? So I use the gun primer brush, and I'll brush it off. I think you can wash them with water too. I need to really try that sometime. Obviously between streams, try to like deep clean it. All right, so time to do our first draw. Excuse me. Okay, so we're giving away an RG Zeong. Our first draw, we're going to do a number from 1 to 1600 and answer the question. Okay, this one was from Wyatt when we got a list of questions. Burgers, tacos, burritos, or hot dogs? So, number from 1 to 1600. What's your favorite? Burgers, tacos, burritos, or hot dogs? Apparently a four-way question there. Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. You only ship to U.S. addresses. You do need to be present to win, and you need an answer to the question and the number in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. I think I'd have to go tacos on that one, but it's a tough choice. Definitely depends on the mood. Okay, feet A 12 and C 21. Burgers are the only answer. But what if it's like a burger like wrapped into a burrito or something? One of the most ridiculous things ever. In one of the places I worked, the cafeteria would occasionally have a like a special option they called the Heartstopper, and it was a burger that was between two grilled cheese sandwiches for bread with like mozzarella sticks on it or something. It was really good and really bad for you. I definitely couldn't avoid it at least a couple times. Bad for the body, good for the soul. Exactly. Best burger I've ever had was a cheeseburger between two Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. That sounds ridiculous. I want to try one. Once we had a random idea, made burgers but used taco seasoning in the meat. When we mixed it up with Mexican shredded cheese on it, a little taco sauce was terrific. That sounds pretty good. BurgerFi is the best. An interesting burger I saw was take 2 donuts and put some cheese between them, then turn them into a grilled cheese, make 2, then use the grilled cheese donuts as buns for burger. That sounds ridiculous. My heart is seizing up just hearing all this. All right, I'm gonna call time here. Let's draw this number. Okay, 1 to 1600, 1383. Let's see if that shows up. I don't see any winners, but you guys confirm. In which case we'll draw again in a little bit. A bar food place. This serves a fat Ellis burger with peanut butter and bananas on it. It's way better than it sounds. Yeah, I don't know if I would go for that one. Sorry for that late drop in. What kit you're currently working on? It's the Lfrith. How do you know if you win? If your number was picked, what is time? How do you know if you win? Time is, so you can no longer add a new entry. So you can't like hear what it was and place an entry. And you'll know if you win if your number was called. 2 locations for BurgerFi, one across UC of main campus. I've never heard of BurgerFi actually. What was the numbers? 1383. What's up, Barry? What's up, K-Weck? You need to start with, we're talking about food. I need to start contemplating if there's any food spots I need to hit up when I'm down in Virginia for Old Dominion Open at the end of February. Cookout Burger. Sounds like a burger place. What's happening in Virginia at the end of February? The Old Dominion Open. It's an IPMS show. It's a pretty big one. Usually a pretty good Gundam representation there. Went down last year. Went down right before COVID as well. What's up, Anthony? Yes, their milkshakes are a bomb. Burgers are great. They sell cheer one. I'm in Virginia. If you're in Northern Virginia area, I recommend Hot Chicken Kitchen. It's the Richmond area. I primarily eat some crab cakes. I don't think I'll be able to get that far, and I'm not really into crabs. You know what cheer wine is? I do not, actually. I'm assuming it has something to do with wine, but maybe I'm completely off on that one. Cherry soda, that is untouchable. Oh, interesting. Okay, beef. Start with the A13. Which one is an immaculate soda? Interesting. That's what Cherry Coke wants to be when it grows up. Okay, 13B, 114. And then I need C22. Tips in using water slides. First time using them will either be on the tactical demonstrator or this high new I'm working on. Warmer water helps. And otherwise, mainly just look up how to do them, watch a tutorial or two, and give it a try. They're not that hard. Public says cheer wine, but I'm not sure if that's the case all the time. PC part flipped backwards on a foot. I spent 20 minutes trying to pry it back apart to fix it. It's the best approach to using the gun to paint markers. I haven't used them a ton, so maybe, and not much recently, so maybe somebody else has better advice than I would have. I know you can use them, you know, with the brush to work the material around, with the material paint around. I've only really used them for certain parts. Some of your special kits you build, do you wash runners? Personally, I don't. I'll wash parts after sanding and assembling and all that stuff if I'm going to paint, but I don't usually wash anything on the runner. Japanese distributor does crazy building, uses markers somehow. There's definitely a lot of possibilities with them. Watcher, I think you're behind on the stream by a bit. The giveaway's been drawn already a while ago, actually. Guys got great season fries too. Menu's amazing. Keep that in mind. I wonder if there's one near where the event is. Or was it again Richmond, Virginia? The killer would be schedule-wise for that is what we did last time. Was try to get a big breakfast. Cause it's hard to get out of the event to go grab lunch somewhere. Or at least I don't want to waste the time to go out to lunch somewhere. We're trying to get content and engage as much at the show as possible. I'm definitely not getting food at the venue again, because I might have gotten food poisoning the first time I was down there. There isn't one near the raceway. So last time we had a good breakfast, knowing that lunch might not happen. Bring a few snacks or whatever that might work for a quick lunch on the go. Wednesday's Nick will be at a show and just a horde of folks will show up with food for him now. That'd be funny. It's one Mechanicsville, maybe 10-15 minutes away. Okay. You guys coming to C2E2 in Chicago? I'm not even sure what that is, so I'm pretty sure it's a no. If MG Jim Sniper 2 can hold spray gun on left hand, I'm not sure. What are you building? Doug, I'm working on the HG Lfrith. C2 E2 is at Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, actually massive con. All the couple vendors have everything way overpriced. It's a good time. Gotcha. So we tend to go to the shows that have builders, not necessarily just generic cons and stuff. But I don't know, maybe at some point we'll try to do like a Comic-Con or one of those other kind of shows. New Hampshire clears any state. There you go, interesting name. I have to agree, New Hampshire is pretty awesome. We've done a resin conversion kit. I have not. Let's finish the HG aerial kit earlier today. Fun build. It's good to hear. That's coming up on my list soon. Was the event in Virginia again? It's like the last weekend in February, 24th, I think, something like that. It'd be cool. All the gun up stores online don't build off. No worries, the only one who sells Compla. Yeah, sure. How do you define the stores? Is it someone on the staff or is it the owner? Got a gunman gang Lfrith and High News, my first kits. Cool. So this goes that. Got empty disc site a couple days ago. So excited to build. Awesome. It's a good kit. Important to start snapping kits in my backlog over the past couple days. In particular, I would say the Origins Experimental Goof and the Zaku with twin antennas were both great. So that Lfrith you're building, it is Nordic. I'd like to get a 3D printed Balrog trailer hitch cover. If anyone knows where I can get one, that'd be awesome. Alright, C20. The blue and green Mecha Warehouse stickers. I guess I missed the orange one. And the red one, and the yellow one, and the orange one. It's a yellow sticker. Yep. And purple, and red. Well, we only typically right now have 2 colors at a time. We'll always have blue because that's the standard one. And then we have another color that's rotating in and out. Right now it's green. I think red will be next. And then purple and yellow probably will come back. And then we might add another color to the mix or cycle back around. Thought red was the only one I was missing. Nope. I have them all. I think maybe doubles and triples. We thank you for it, Anthony. I'm not shopping Mecha Warehouse very much or anything. Need a pink. We might do a pink at some point. We need to do a black one and a white one and a gray one and some sort of hollow or metallic would be cool too. When Mecha Warehouse is a plastic crack dealer, just to cover for the sticker crack dealer. Say the name again, Lfrith. Scratch a sniff, but it's Taco Bell. Gray would be really nice. Cool, like a noir Mecha Warehouse sticker. Maybe a Nick sticker, like in the lower left of this stream screen. We had one of those. We did a one-off run of those at one point. Spaghetti wishing I had BurgerFi. Wherever BurgerFi is, seems like some of you guys really like it. So the MG Wing Kit bonus got work out yesterday. I was curious. I did not put my order in immediately. Pretty good. Still running right now. We definitely saw some larger orders because of it. People filling out the rest of their collection. Spend hundreds of dollars on models just for the sticker. Whatever you need to tell yourself or someone else to justify it, I guess. I'll keep your secret. Do this next draw in a moment. We said no more shipping purchases until we get stateside. Well, I won't mind because I think the shipping costs will be cheaper on our end for those. Your favorite Gundam series overall, Nick? I usually answer, I think, like 3 different ways for this. I have a hard time choosing, and I've got kind of 3 different angles I take. Gundam Wing for the nostalgia. It's what got me into Gundam in the first place. 8th MS Team for that like gritty realism, but overall I really like Unicorn, the series. I really could care less for the Unicorn Gundam, but the story's pretty good. Your music player stopped, Nick? Yeah, I still hear it. Since you signed for a card discontinued? I don't think so. It just hasn't been reprinted in a little while. A lot of kits basically get reprinted in batches. Some get reprinted multiple times a year, some maybe once a year, some might not get printed more than, you know, once every few years or longer in between. So that definitely happens. Okay, so oh, that's a great question. Okay, so next draw here. Let's see. Okay, second draw. We're going to do a number from 1 to 900 and answer the question, what is your next kit in line to build? So what's on deck for you building-wise? So 1 to 900, what kit is on deck for you? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You do need to be present to win. You need to answer and the number in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Yeah. Someone just asked right before I started going through all that. Is there any kit get discontinued officially? I don't know. There's a few, when that happens, for sure, it's usually like a mold broke or something, and they just can't reproduce it without a huge investment again. Definitely happens from time to time, I think. Either wears out or just outright breaks. Okay, so B16 and 21. Okay, so there's those 2. And then C, it's 15 and 16. All right. Next snap will be HG Tier 1 Hazel. Currently have 5 kits in the ready for paint phase, though. I feel like I've got like 17 kits in that phase, so. And I'm counting all of the Maganax as only one. When you're building, what do you think? I like it. It's been a solid build so far. When this all goes together, it's going to be mostly hidden, right? Okay. Nick, you be coming down for the Richmond IPMS later this month? Yes, I will be down for ODO. Flights booked, hotels booked. I'm excited. Are you down that way, Wayward? We'll call time in a moment here and draw a winning number. How did the name for this mobile suit get so wonky? Translation is pronounced almost as Rubris in the show, but spelled Lfrith somehow. I think it's to do with the way sounds are romanized. The katakana actually says Rubris on the box, but yes, it's actually Rokupla, but yeah, I'll be there again to say, oh, okay, cool. We'll definitely say hi. Sound the I in Japanese, L in Japanese, I cannot pronounce the L sound very well. I always wonder sometimes with the names which ones are, whether they're named essentially in English first and then translated back to the Japanese. Do you think if it originated as a Japanese name, they would have just converted it to the Romanji? Thanks for the sub, Blondie Sama. That must not be the case. I mean, it must be English first, and then they translated it. Hate when they put nubs in these kind of recessed areas. Is that Matthew Mahoney? Okay. We'll call time and draw this number. Okay. Let's double check what I said. 1 to 900. Okay. 451. Temperature at which books burn. Okay. It's 451. Do we have any winners? Looks like no. I'll let you guys confirm. We have a winner. It's not coming up in the search, 451, so I gotta figure out what that... Oh, now it is. All right, John Cruz, congratulations. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info. And we'll send that out this week. Congratulations. P115. Let's see, 13 and 14. So we know why the Lucas O'Donnell Strike E is so hard to find. Probably because it hasn't been printed in a while. Evening, Nick. What are we building today? We're working on the Lfrith. Listen to, it sounds familiar. This is the station, or the site's called pretzel.rocks, but this is a Miracle of Sound channel, I think, because some of their stations like turned off. Oh, looks like the metal station's back. I'm switching that up. I didn't notice that. I feel like there's been certain times certain stations have just like turned off on Pretzel Rocks. Metal, I thought we were in the plastic around here. You need metal tools though. Metal is just an instrument of modeling. Thanks, Mr. Nick. You're welcome, John. What are you using for sanding? I'm using the Razor Origin from Gun Primer, and then the Gray Balancer. Nick, any upcoming kits you're looking forward to? Not really. Someone asked this earlier. The only one that I'm kinda looking forward to right now is 30-minute missions, like mobile suit carrier kind of thing that looks kind of cool. Lost my Razor kit, but finally found it after a big cleanup. Thank God, that's cool. I need to start looking at better organizational stuff for keeping all my tools and supplies and stuff, I think. Just bought a bunch of stuff starting my collection of diorama materials. I'm starting on a diorama now, and I have a feeling that by the time all is said and done, I'm going to have quite the accumulated collection of stuff. Alright, so that's the lower part of the leg. And the knee. So 18, 19, and 20. And 20, okay. I get excited about the whole diorama thing. I've been wanting to do it for years, and I just finally decided just to go for it. I've been rewatching a whole bunch of Luke Towan stuff, trying to take notes on materials I need and how to do things. So it'll be an exciting process, I think. Tone is the best. Yeah, he's good stuff. Very talented individual. Just gonna be careful not to measure myself against the stuff he does, because he definitely does some incredible stuff, and it's going to take a long time to get anywhere close to where he's at, I think. Boy, that was also good, but I feel like Luke explains it better. I like Boiler too. Boiler definitely, it's a different level of stuff. So Boiler Hobby Time does a lot of diorama stuff. I feel like he's almost more entertaining in some ways from a pure entertainment. There's a little more comedy built in. And a lot more like variety in a lot of ways in some of the stuff he does. He'll do some kind of really creative stuff. But Luke is a technical mastermind of all the diorama stuff. Like, there's definitely stuff Boiler Hobby Time does that, you know, you could tell he cranked it out in a week and was trying to just get something done. Whereas I feel like Luke is like picture perfect in everything he does, it seems like. Good thing on Facebook where someone said it's hard container with the MGX kits and it got confiscated by customs. Yeah, I think there's a YouTuber not in the US that ran into some problems. I don't want to say anything else because I don't know all the details, but I remember hearing some stuff about it. But I definitely enjoy Boiler Hobby Time. They're both fantastic creators. And both of their videos we put in the rotation with the family to watch. We all enjoy watching that stuff. What's your favorite airbrush paint to use in your personal kits? I use Vallejo Mecha, the Mecha color line or whatever. The Vallejo is nice because it's acrylic. It's pretty much non-toxic, so I don't feel too bad about spraying it in the house, knowing that I've got kids in the house. But it still looks really good, and it's supposed to be more durable than most other acrylic paints. Who's this Luke dude you're all talking about? I feel like I need to check his vids out. Luke Towan, aka Boulder Creek Railroad is the name of his YouTube channel. He does diorama stuff. He's done some incredible stuff. I would definitely check it out. You could get lost watching his videos for hours. Pretty sure I've watched just about everything he's done at least once. Some things probably 2 or 3 times. If you ever want to get into diorama building, his videos are a great source of knowledge and inspiration on how to, you know, do all the diorama stuff. Thanks, just loading him up for later. His waterfall builds are amazing, and you can see how he's changed techniques over the years. Yeah, he's definitely refined stuff. Time I ever watch YouTube is basically a stream. I feel that. I don't really have a whole lot of time, but that's why I end up building it into like our family TV time. We're all gonna like sit on the couch and watch something together and stuff. Might as well be something I can get some value out of too, right? And it breaks up the kid stuff that ends up in the rotation. But I guess next time we're not streaming, probably end of February when I'm on the road. Maybe a good alternative. Oh man, alright. What's everybody else been up to? You guys all building kits tonight? A few people earlier in the stream mentioned what they were working on. Mach 5 from Speed Racer. Oh, that's cool. Finishing up the Mazinger Zero Infinitism. Watching the Northmen. Not family friendly, I bet. A 6 months rebuild. Oh, nice. So I threw Dark Horn, turned me off to it. So it's kits, I think. They're definitely big, complex builds. I can't imagine wanting to paint one, which has me way more, my respect level for anybody that does paint one of those is way higher. HG Heavy Arms, gonna finish HGs and move on. The MG Wing Kits is here. Nice. I'll give out more than one prize if someone's already won. Sometimes I'll draw for something else. Which kit do you respect to paint, Nick? Any of the Zoids kits. I built a Blade Liger last year, and it was a solid, I don't know, like 4 months worth of streams to snap build it. So I can only imagine taking it apart and trying to paint it. How with the ridiculous level of effort to do that would be. Okay, C19. When they acknowledge you yet, Viking Werewolf. Some hardcore music now. Yes. Not enough time in the world to paint a big Zoid kit, right? Like you gotta be dedicated. Same thing with painting a PG. It's a lot of parts. It's not necessarily any harder, but it's a much bigger commitment. And I feel like by the time I'm done painting, a high grade, I'm usually ready to move on to the next things. So Darkhorn kit was nothing like the smaller Zoid kit I remember building. As a child, it turned me off from getting more, to be honest. Just because of the complexity, or what? I got a Darkhorn in the backlog, I think. It's the only other Zoid kit I was interested in. But I won't be touching it for a while, I don't think. You think MGs is too bad, but of course it depends on the MG. Psychozaka or Sosby or Sazzy for car are kind of tough. Yeah, those high part count kits, I definitely could do it, but and I probably will at some point. Idea for the charity stream, Nick. Build the Gochos, the Ogre. Yeah, I don't think so. Something about it just felt fragile, poorly designed compared to those basic wind-up ones I remember. The Blade Liger seemed pretty well put together. Good one, Nick. Thanks, James. Okay, A10 and C11 and 17. You're right near the end play. Welcome random here. What's going on? Okay, C11 and 17. These days I need to torture myself with a Liger or armored core kit. It's definitely a lot to a Liger. It was a cool build, don't get me wrong. But if you're someone who likes to detail your kits and be very meticulous about panel lines and seams and nubs and all that kind of stuff, it's definitely going to be a rougher one for you. It's detailed and challenging kit, but I'm enjoying the build of the Liger Zero. Now if I can like it, the equipment sets, if you call them, those are pretty cool. Got 3 at the Liger Zero pre-order from the warehouse. Yeah, they're definitely cool. I just know I need a ton of patience to build and paint one. If I had like, I don't know, 10 more hours a week to build, I'd probably wouldn't mind it. The 30-minute missions wrap you out custom for my brother. Cool, what are you doing to customize it? Not painting mine, just panel line, bring out the detail. There you go. So I think as far as I could go for now, but I think when I do the dark horn, I want to paint it, so. Might not get to that one for a while. Definitely a paint before assembly kit, I think. No way to sit and take it apart, right? It just feels tedious though to do it beforehand. Like you gotta kind of plan out what needs to be painted before it's assembled and stuff. Just wanted to really learn panel lining. It's responsible for purchasing it before I can spend money on kits right now. Feel that. Have y'all pulled the number? Yeah, a while ago. We had a winner for the RG Zeong like 20 minutes ago. That's pretty cool construction. It's always interesting as they keep rolling out new kits, what they figure out and adopt to improve the process. That is, which kits have added things I haven't seen before. Like just the little simple manual section part telling you which runners you're going to need for the next set of steps is pretty cool, but there's definitely some construction details that are kind of novel as well. Because we're wondering what, like 5 years down the road, what kits are looking like. Okay, so this goes to the top there. And that connects here. Good articulation on the leg. Should have built the hip unit ahead of time. Is a shield light or desert type? It saved me on some painting. There you go. Alright, left leg. B17 and 21. Anybody else been affected by this massive cold, I don't know, cold snap, I guess? $15, $16. Past few days have been kind of rough here. Really glad I don't work outside because it's been cold enough inside. Yep, so much ice. That's Florida. I'm from Florida, but I love the cold and hate the heat. It was just a New England thing. I haven't really paid attention to where it's at. Or if a guy came here from somewhere else. It's nice over in Central Texas, lost power for 24 hours. That's rough. Texas, I'm sure, is not used to a whole lot of ice. Got a metal plate in my hand. It's been rough considering I go inside and outside all day and work with my hands. Oh, I never thought about that. So does the metal plate in your hand must I guess give you some like thermal storage, if you will. So if it's been cold, it probably takes longer for it to warm up there. New York, where I'm at, was -30 this morning. Holy crap. So that's insane. It was 30s and it was welcome compared to the minus 10 blows. Doesn't expand or contract at the same rate as the bonus attached to. Oh. That's gotta be uncomfortable. Gonna run, get the small target demon to bed. Night all. See you later, Digital Baka. Finish chest at the MGS tray. I don't know if if it's a reprinter frame or the same Exia mold. It might say right on the runner. If it says Exia on the runner, you know it was from the Exia. Would have been minus 12 if not for the wind. Yeah, only. The warehouse yesterday, it felt like, in my office especially, like the window was open. The walls are not very insulated, I guess, or the window or something. My first order from you guys, and just started the RG God Gun. Nice, it's a good kit. Hope you enjoy it. Next purchase, Godhand Nippers, nice. So windshield records, I'm out watching it like minus 110. Yeah, something ridiculous. I remember hearing about that too. I wonder what that's even like to experience. I really don't want to experience it, but I'm curious what it's like. I'm gonna have time to work on my Berserk for tomorrow. Nice. Hopefully you'll get some time. Okay, see 13 or 14, B1 or 15. So let's do 15 first. Was power at midnight last night. I had to bring the generator inside to warm up before I could start it up here in Maine. Wow. Do you like store it outside or in a shed or something? The garage attached to the house. Oh, it's in an attached garage and it was even that cold. Jeez. I guess attached. We have a garage under. That's where we keep our generator. It definitely is cold down there. I was doing all the wood cutting for the frame for the diorama down the garage today. Well, Kate and my son were out. It was cold down there. Below a certain temp, you can't feel much of a difference. If it's a lot colder, it's just biologically impacts after that. I guess that makes sense. All right. Some of these nubs on these white plastic, they hide so well you can't see them unless you just get them just right. Your build days, Nick? Well, Nick, we do, says Meister here without the wind chill. Wow. That is really cold. Especially if that's without the wind chill. I totally believe that then. Let's see, at build days, we do a Zoom build day on online every Friday night. And hopefully be getting back to having some other virtual builds on Zoom. Maybe another day or two during the week again in the future. In person, we haven't been. At some point, maybe we will. Right now, it's mostly like a schedule thing. I personally don't have any spare bandwidth to go over to the warehouse for that kind of thing, like on a weekend or something, or to stay late because of my other evening obligations I have right now. Maybe at some point we'll be able to. School traumatized me soon during COVID stuff, I bet. All right. Everyone wants to sleep for a build night at the warehouse now. Jeez. Grades in Zoom classes. C, D minus, in person, all A's. I imagine that'd be harder. I'm really glad I wasn't doing school during those days. I did teach karate classes via Zoom for a while when things first locked down, and it was much less fun. I'll leave it at that. All right, so it's just about 10:30. This next few parts, finishing up this leg, I guess, will be next week's stream. Then we got a waist, got a backpack, shield, weapons. So We might just be able to get this done next time. I have a platform setter for the metal. Gundam Shark clone band to practice. This one's Zoom Trash, undergrad, 1.0, easy peasy, Zoom Karate sounds interesting. It wasn't. I don't know. Not being able to move around, it's harder to teach. It's much less fun. Partner drills and sparring and all that good stuff you can't really do. Alright, so yeah, anyway, I think that is all for tonight. We'll pick this up again next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time next Saturday. Continuing this kit, giving away something else. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate it. And I'm always kind of stunned by everybody taking the time and spending their Saturday evenings with me. So thank you so much. And don't forget, we do have that sale automatically applied in your cart. 10% off MG Wing kits, 15% off if you buy 3 or more. So head over to mechawarehouse.com tonight or tomorrow sometime. Take advantage of that deal if you're interested. And yeah, otherwise, see you all next week.